Okay, so this is just a simple video showing you what goes on all day and night, 24/7, minute by minute, probably about 100,000 to a million attacks per day directed at me. In this video, I'm focusing on a few isolated things. Groupings of Civics, there's probably about 7 that park right out here on my street on this side, and then before on that side, kind of with this side, maybe 4 or 5 all together. Not like I'm randomly driving around looking for random Civics. Literally where I walk out of the gate on the left for maybe 4 months, maybe 2 to 4 or 5 gray Civics, usually one in front of the other or across, sometimes 3s. And then the other ones all start pulling their cars out of the Warner Center Metro here, directed at me. So probably in the last month, maybe 7. And this street right here is really small. It's like 50 yards. It's tiny. Okay? Just Civic after Civic, one in front of the other, across, 3, 4. Usually there's about 4 or 5 grays, and then the other ones start showing up. Also groupings of Cherokees, so you're going to sort of see how it starts with 2 people pulling up Cherokees and a 3rd Cherokee. I have video footage over on the intersection on Burbank and Owens Mouth here where I live. Upwards of 8 to 10 for maybe like 4 months, 8 to 10 black Jeep Rangers and black Jeep Cherokees all right on the intersection. And then, boom, they're all gone. Right? Now these car tactics change. They go from groupings of Civics to groupings of Acuras to groupings of maybe 2 gray Volkswagen Beetles, 1 kitty corner from the other or 1 in front of the other. Maybe 5 gray Fords show up all at the same time. This one tactic, in the thousands of tactics being done to me worldwide, I can recall noticing it going on 19, 20 years ago, sitting in my office with Mike Huntley sent after me by the police government, my father to have me exterminated and locked away or rid of the world, starting at 5 years old for reasons I can't comprehend. And back then I was 29, while Mike Huntley was walking around putting papers on my desk, how to make people paranoid, to make them mentally ill, to control them, and walking around the office singing World of Paranoia, saying he'd given me enough rope to hang myself with, have a good life now, in an angry voice, letting me know that he's working with the police to exterminate me. What you need to understand is Mike Huntley was originally my brother's friend, and my brother I think I was 16 or something, my brother told me that he and his friends are going to lock me in a mental institution, hence the connected related events. I cannot tell you why worldwide groups are helping my brother and his friends with my father have me hunted and tortured and killed or locked in jail or mental institutions. I cannot comprehend the process of a psychotic murderer. But what I can tell you is it's happening, and I know worldwide from it, but nobody wants to admit it because these are police and government kill operations or government flagging and kill operations targeting young children, and I was 5 years old. And at one point, the police and government, my father, said they want to off me. Okay, so how do they got all these people to help? I cannot tell you, but they're running around blasting that I've committed all these crimes, the police, NSA and FBI, to the world. None of it exists. There's not one shred of proof or evidence of any of these imaginary crimes, but they're turning the masses. They're riling the masses against me and turning them all into vigilantes and saying, everyone, do our dirty work for us and hunt down and kill Kevin, and we don't need to be held accountable because, hey, it wasn't us, we just tell them to do it. Although it is them, because there's endless video proof showing that the LAPD refuses to stop the crime. And on my website, a page a mile long, me going to the police station over and over, police refusing to help, while the police are running around saying that I never went to the police. Someone looks strange there? Okay, so anyways, I started noticing the car tactics. At 29, Mike Huntley says, Kevin, we should buy a 1966 Lincoln Continental together. Obviously the car that JFK was killed in, by a sniper rifle. I say, yeah, those look pretty cool. Like, maybe. And then I come home within that week, and there's two, one in front of the other, fully restored 1966 Lincoln Continentals on my street, kind of by where I walk out. Okay, and that's sort of when I started. I didn't make the connection that they were trying to put me in a hypersensitive state and claim that I'm a violent paranoid schizo and suffer mental illness to try to cover up these extermination operations with the psychology community, by the way. Let me reiterate that, with the psychology community, by the way. So if you think the psychology community is here to help you, well, that's what they're meant to do. But same with the police, but that's not always the case. Sometimes you're on some kind of targeting list and they throw mental illness labels on you while trying to execute you. Okay, so, and that was a hard reality for me to come to, watching me be hunted by the government and police, who got really mad in 2010 when I put up my website, Kevin Perlman Target. You can't do things like that. You're not allowed to defend yourself. You're not allowed to put up websites saying people won't stop stalking you and won't leave you alone and the world's been lied to. Well, why can't I put up a website defending myself with a truthful story? Okay, hence showing you who has motive and who doesn't. Okay, so the cars. Remember, when you watch this video with the Civics, the Jeep Cherokees, there's a couple other groupings. This is all day and night, 24/7, and it's done worldwide now. Worldwide. Now, witness Brittany Henderson and therapist Brittany Henderson has witnessed this. She's on video pointing out the example of cars backwards and 2s and 3s in public lots all around the world, directed at me to have me killed. In this video, you're actually going to see this Asian guy in the groupings of gray Civics try to intimidate me and Brittany Henderson for going down to the police station to report what they're doing. Of course, the police in front of Brittany have stated they're not going to help me. They're making up lies. They're trying to get me to give them coerced false confessions. They're hinting about my photography, where I'm like, I don't see anything abusive on KevinPerlmanPhotography.com. I see model shoots. Am I offending models by them contacting me for photo shoots, like Aubrey Fisher and Ariana or whatever? Did I ruin their lives by them asking me to do a photo shoot for them and then providing exceptional work? Right? Did I ruin their lives? Okay, and did I ruin everyone else's lives? Example, the black girl Ariana on a chessboard. Did I ruin everyone's life because she's on a chessboard? Or is that a derogatory image? I don't think so. Okay, so anyways, the cops are going to try to cover up what they've started at 5 years old, when I was 5 years old, in 1972. By ridding me of the world for what they started and want to cover up, by contacting worldwide groups saying Kevin's a crazy person, Kevin's a violent paranoid schizo, Kevin suffers these weekly changing mental illness labels. Then they're going to go to criminal accusations. I committed all these crimes. None of it exists. And then, of course, the falsified arrests, trying to cover it up by falsifying police reports, which I've proven a million times over that they're full of shit, with lead officer Sean Dinsey clearly paid off to have me executed, and trying to silence me. But more importantly, who is Dinsey connected to? Probably someone from my high school with Mike Huntley. I have proven that he's connected with Mike Huntley directly, paid off with Mike Huntley, my father most likely, to silence me or eradicate me for the information I know, while telling me I had just better forget with the endless on and off video death threats. I better not say anything or I'm a dead man, and similar from subliminal to direct comments like that, or they're going to kill me or eradicate me. Okay, the things you're going to see here, this is very subtle compared to what it usually is. It's done everywhere I go. So if I go to a coffee shop, people will show up doing these things. Now they just do it continually until I'm dead, worldwide. If I go to a restaurant, same thing. You name it. And just remember that it's not really being done for any type of reason other than you don't talk or we kill you. And then to say Kevin suffers from mental illness. Now remember, also note that Brittany, once again, is witnessing this. Brittany is being videoed by this Asian person who is sort of harassing me. While we're going to the police station, he's videoing Brittany in hopes to try to get a reaction or intimidate me. The next 4 days followed by black pickups all around my house, and 2 right there at view of my house together to try to sort of provoke me into a reaction to set me up. You're also going to see this Asian guy in the gray Civic. How when he comes out, he sees me on camera. Or let me rephrase that. He knows when I walk out to my car each and every time, and this is an ongoing 20-year thing. How they know is because they have IP cameras pointed at my house, at my front door, and when I walk out, everyone in the neighborhood comes out. For example, maybe one day if I walk out with jeans and a green shirt, maybe 20 people walk out of all their houses with blue jeans and a green shirt, and this has been going on for 20 years at this location alone. Remember I said that the car tactic is just 1 out of thousands. They also will walk by, mimic my conversations off Twitter and Facebook, for example, or for example, the man tactic. This is a big one that the psychology community and Starbucks is trying to cover up. Me walking, almost every person for about 4 years, maybe 5 years, that talk to me would incorporate man in a sentence. Hey man, how are you? How you doing, man? What's new, man? And it just go from stranger to stranger in repetition, hundreds per day. And some people will get really angry. Like a couple nights ago, I was at a 7-Eleven, and I buy something, and the guy's like, hey man, what are you doing, man? Thank you, man. Can you give me your credit card, man? And there'd be like 15 mans in a total of 1 minute. Okay, now what do you think he's doing? Then sometimes they do it with Boss. If I hire a guy off Upwork.com, instantly random strangers around the world will start calling me Boss over and over. Okay? Now remember, these tactics are in the thousands. They've been exponentially growing since 5 years old, since the government decided they want to off me for some reason with my father. And also one more note, that the Lincoln Continentals and Mike Huntley directly link to hints about guns, which my father is working all these weird freaky gun angles. When I was 16, my father put a bullet hole in his 300E Mercedes, with the police, telling the world I tried to kill or scare him. That's one of these endless frame jobs. I mean, these frame jobs are endless, because at 29, they sent Roddy Morales after me to try to plant trash bags full of marijuana at my house, and he failed. And then the police went around saying I supposedly killed someone because Roddy Morales, my gym manager, that Mike Huntley wanted me to meet so bad. I have daily news articles showing that he was working with LAPD to catch someone that killed someone before he befriended me in our gym. You get the idea. Trying to sort of play all these weird freaky, it was Kevin, and all these weird things. Okay, so anyways, I think you get the idea. This focus is the car mental illness tactics, not only surrounded around my house, but wherever I go in the world. And random strangers within 10 minutes will follow me from place to place with these car mental illness tactics. If they're not already doing it in public lots worldwide now, directed at me to create mental trauma, to try to torture, kill, try to create endless nervous breakdowns, try to, what? Lock Kevin in a mental institution based on me stopping my brother by jumping the way of him swinging a crowbar at Gregoire when I was 16, because Jen Yang, his girlfriend, cheated on him with Gregoire and then broke up with him and started dating Gregoire. And because I wasn't spying on my Gregoire for my brother, and I stopped my brother from bashing Gregoire's skull in with a crowbar, My brother then continued with the blood is thicker than water mobster speech, and then he and his friends are going to put me in a mental institution, and then he is a bug in my room, and they're listening to everything I do, playing his spy games to try to create paranoia, things I didn't realize he had NSA resources. I thought he was just being an idiot. Okay, now, some of the people are trying to play this game like Kevin's crazy. It never really happened. Well, I have audio recordings of Greg Wall admitting the situation did happen, but ironically, it turns out that Greg Wall was sort of staging these things with my brother to try to get me, to try to peer pressure me into going after Greg Wall and make me look crazy with my brother and my family. Okay? So I just sort of want to note that, because Greg Wall will run around probably saying it never happened and Kevin's crazy, but once again, he's been audio recorded on the phone, and I believe he's up on my website stating, yes, it did happen, sort of playing both sides of the fence. Hey, I'm your friend, but I want you dead. Okay, well, this I'm your friend, I want you dead thing has been going on with almost every person I've known since 5 years old, or have been in contact with since 5 years old. I just didn't realize what was going on until 29, when Mike Huntley, after 14 years, flipped from I'm your friend and the 6-year business partner to you're a fucking dead man with the police and government for no reason at all. To this day, I've not had one person tell me anything specific about anything. Just I'm a monster and I need to die. That's it. But it's not about anything. Okay, so think about that. Food for thought. Because I'm supposed to tell them why they're hunting me to exterminate me. Also, I just want you to know that the video you're going to see here with the cars, I have years and years and years of video footage of the car pattern tactics, the verbal harassments from person to person, you name it, years. I have over 25 terabytes of archive data. Shitloads of it is downloadable on the raw data directory off kevinperlmantarget.com. The cops and everyone are mad at me for having proof that they're hunting me in mass angry mobs to have me killed since 5 years old. I've ruined all their lives because I have video footage of worldwide groups refusing to stop hunting me to have me killed since 5 years old. And I will end my dialogue here, and you can watch the video proof of the car mental illness tactics with this Asian person then trying to turn things around, that I'm doing things to him because, according to Dr. Ronald Barry Perlman and Mike Huntley, my father, with Mike Huntley, Kevin, you are not allowed to defend yourself even by telling anyone or the police. And the police are also indirectly stating, Kevin, you're not allowed to defend yourself. You shut up and you do what we tell you. Okay, so here you go.
Totally invalidating and like trying to confuse you.
Yeah, right? Okay, this is the same person telling me a virus creeped up in my head at 29 and I felt schizophrenia. Okay.
Yeah, no.
So Brittany, let's
Jeep.
Okay, we got 2 Jeep Cherokees here spread. One there, one here. By the way, am I recording here?
Wi-Fi on.
Okay, we got a second one over here. We have 2 Audis, I think, now. I don't think he was here before.
No, I didn't see him.
We have 2 Civics. Brittany noticed the 2
Civics.
Civics.
One of the Civics, oh, they came back, actually. They left when I,
Did I pass them?
Yeah, right here on the left side. They left when I got here, and,
Okay.
and then they are back
So
now.
here's the gray one. Looks like the gray Civic arrived. There's 4 or 5 right in this, all together here for close to a month now. Over here, here's one. There's usually
Camry.
And most of them are usually gray. This guy's look, you're right. You're right.
I saw him
okay.
on the phone taking
No,
pictures,
he's
probably.
taking pictures. He's holding.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care, but
No, I definitely noticed that
okay.
too.
Someone just honked he just honked his horn twice, or something.
I heard him honk, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just. Where's my husband? He's still honking. Okay, white Civic here. White Civic to the left. He's in a gray one there.
Mm-hmm.
He's holding up the camera, getting angry.
I saw that.
But he's not. Okay, so white Civic here.
Gray one.
He's in the gray one back there. There was another one, I think, when you arrived, right?
It was that same one. They left. They were leaving. Like I got here.
The guy standing out there.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they left and came back.
Okay. Usually there's about 5 right here. all together. 3 or 4 gray ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now,
Okay.
this guy holding up the camera in anger at me,
Yeah.
why is he not mad that there's 5 Civics here working on me?
Right.
He's playing this game, like, the you're a snitch, you're dead game. But it's like, well, you know, we don't like you because you're a troll and you're harassing us and you're doing this and you're that, but I've never seen you, I don't know you.
Right.
How am I if I don't know you and never talked to you, never seen you, how am I harassing you?
Right. You can't.
Right?
No, it's impossible.
Now they might go, well, you harassed someone I knew. Okay, but how do you know it's true?
Right. Question it at least.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially if there's an entire planet attacking me.
Right.
It can't be true.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're still recording. Okay, so normally you see like 50 dog walkers all come out at the same time, and then you saw the blog, I think, where it says Kevin's afraid of... Maybe, I don't think you saw it. Okay, I'll let you hold these, I guess. Okay, so we're going to head to the police station. They're going to blow me off. And usually when they blow me off, they're trying to get me angry and yelling or something. Oh, here's the second Audi. So we got 2 Audis.
Yeah, 2 Audis.
Okay, 2 Audis. Let's see. Note the RAV4 because they do a lot of RAV4s. Oh, here's one of the Civics right there.
That's
Okay, Civic
Camry.
there.
Camry.
No,
There's
a black Civic back there.
Okay. There's a bunch of
And
Camrys.
usually
too.
there's another Civic across here, but I'm going too fast. I can't see. I don't see him.
There's one.
Is this a
there.
Civic?
Yeah, that's one.
Okay, 4 Civics.
Is this when you got like?
That's when John Paul. Hold it up to the camera. That's when John Paul Naranjo of Boyd's and Associates Security attacked me at
I
Starbucks
believe that.
because I showed you the. Did I show you something last week? I think in regards to that. A lot of times people wait here with their lights on. I don't know if his lights are on.
His floodlights or something, huh?
They're left on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of times they park them and leave the lights on.
Weird.
He's in it, trying to intimidate me.
This is what he did to your face.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And
nothing was done about that at all.
I called the cops, but they didn't find
Anything.
any reason to arrest the guy for battery.
How not?
Because Starbucks doesn't like me, and Starbucks doesn't want me there, so he has the right to kill me.
That's
Right?
unacceptable.
So first, just note green and black. Okay, let's see what we have parked here. Okay, we have the 2 Jeep Cherokees I was talking about the other day, how there were multiples. 2 Hondas over there, looks like the grouping of Civics. A gold car here, there was a gold car that pulled up on the other side. And, okay. Okay, so things seem to go back to Kevin's out taking walks, and we won't have that, I think, with the police and groups, because his kind's not allowed to have exercise to be healthy. So we'll see if things are ramping up. I'm sure they are. Okay, so as we come out, what are these? Okay, that person looked like they might have went in and heard a thud. Rain, cool. So you have the 2 blacks over here. Right together. Notice how the cars keep changing to different cars. Then the 2 whites over here. That one in view, one's a Mazda, or one's a Mitsubishi. I drive a black Mitsubishi, right? Okay, so you get the idea. There's actually a third black one. Here it looks like a Tesla. Okay. And so why is there a worldwide campaign to kill me? Well, they say it's because I'm crazy, but that doesn't really mean anything. That's like, you might as well say I'm Jewish. It's the same thing. It doesn't mean anything. Okay, so there is a new white Jeep Cherokee. So now we're on the Jeep Cherokees. White Jeep Cherokee. Okay, a second white Jeep Cherokee here. And a black one. So we're back to the Jeep Cherokee tactics. Okay, back to the Jeep Cherokees. Over here. Okay, I noticed the Audi because I think there's probably more Audis. Okay, and this is one of the Lexuses. There we go. Okay, grab this, see what cars they have waiting for me as I exit the garage. It's much easier with a camera mount. I don't have to pick up the camera. Oh, sunglasses. Shit. Okay, let's come out here. Then we'll do sunglasses. Okay, we have a black Prius. We'll probably have another Prius. Lady.
To Burbank Boulevard.
All black, walking dog. Let's see. A black car coming out. Okay, red Golf here, red car up there, Civic. There's been huge groupings of Civics. Here's another Audi. Groupings of red cars. Okay, so 3 red cars. What's my exposure here? 3 red cars. Grays seem to be coming out together here. So the 3 reds. What are the cryptic color patterns? Before we had 4 or 5 Civics each day, mostly grays. I see 1 there, maybe 2, 1 on the other side. Past week, 2 black cars backwards in the corner there, changing, different ones. Okay, so whatever. Let's just go down to first stop Van Nuys. Van Nuys Court. Okay, Prius here, black Prius, black Civic there. Okay, we've had groupings of the Cherokees. There's just 1 left. I'm sure there'll be more coming back. No, it's a Civic, I think. Okay, another red car here. Red car's been here. Okay, I'm not gonna do this side today. I don't feel like it. Okay, so this is where I think it was last night when I took a walk, or maybe the night before. It was raining, and the guy pulled out his car with the lights on waiting for me here, and then honked his horn 3 times in pairs of 2s. Pairs of 2s 3 times over here, and then all the cars started coming out waiting with the lights on. Okay, so this is by my house. There's my other car. In front of it looks like a gray Civic. We've seen the huge groupings of Civics. I don't see any lights on this way, I don't think. I don't see any lights on down here. We'll see if they start in again. It's usually a lot worse. Okay, 2 pickups here. Okay, gray and black, that was before. So this is Juliana, my other street. 2 gray Civics right there too. So 2 pickups, 2 Civics. Fire truck. Okay, so what are they gonna pull out tonight on this side? Let's see. Okay, let's just note the Lexus, note the red car. We got a Civic, I think, there. A Civic here. White pickup here. We have another Jeep Cherokee in the groupings of Jeep Cherokees. Okay, 2 vans together. Another Civic here. Is that another Jeep? I can't tell. It looks like it might or might not be a Jeep. Another Civic here. So I see about 4 or 5 Civics. Okay. And then over here we're gonna have, these are actually forwards, and then we have the 2 white cars here. One's a Mitsubishi, like the car I'm in right now, and they're sort of trying to mimic the fact that I pulled my car into the garage for a few times, and so that's what they're doing. Okay. So you just got shitloads of Civics. I'm not even gonna, I've been doing those for the last month or longer. Let's see what's on this side. I'm sure there's the usual car pattern. Okay, so I see the 2 vans, 2 gray Civics over there. 3 gray Civics, 2 vans, 3 gray Civics, some Civics down there. There's a blue one down there. Okay. Okay, it's a gray Civic. Okay. Civics. Here comes a red Tesla or something coming out, probably intentional. Camry over here. Okay. So, and the gray Versa there. There's a second Versa that works with him. Okay, so you get the idea, right? I mean, right, every single day, worldwide groups. Person up there pretending to be scared, so going in and closing the door. This person's backing up for some reason. I don't know, he's just looking at me for some reason. He backed up and he's looking at me. Okay, so I don't know why. I think he looks familiar, like some of the other Persian dudes that are following me around. I think I've seen him in different cars and things like that. Okay, so now he's, I don't know what he's doing. He's just looking at me. So, okay. So let's kind of show. So see how he's sort of coming out pretending like I've done something to him? Okay, so let's go out here. Let's go out here. And even though we have the 3 gray Civics, which are really 5 to 7 or something like that, see how this guy's playing victim? Okay, now I've done this 100 times. But let's look over here. Okay, the 2 cars there, white cars, and then a black truck. And then the second black truck over here. In my view, with the two black trucks, and then we have video of shitloads of more trucks. Now see how he's trying to intimidate me, like, hey, we're taking turns in anger and rage on you. You don't walk out of your house or I'm gonna rid you of the world and look what you did to me type of thing, right? Okay, so he zipped back because why? Well, the argument isn't that I did anything to this guy. The argument is that he doesn't want me having proof of their Jew kill operations. And that's the reason. But he'll play victim. Now, I think I've seen him in a different car. I think I've seen him in the black VW that always follows me out, waits on the other side of the corner there. Right. Okay, so you get the idea, right? That me videoing them trying to make me mentally ill and kill me makes larger and larger groups of you don't talk or we kill you type people. Okay, so let's take out some trash, which is, oh shit, it's all wet. Okay, now just from the other view, the other angle, you can see the two black pickups there, then the three gray Civics, and there were two vans, and it usually is a lot worse, right? But they're not doing anything wrong. They're not exerting hate and rage towards anyone, especially me. It's me, and I'm a horrible guy, and I'm lashing out at people, even though all I'm doing is videoing their kill operations, right? So if all I'm doing is getting proof of them trying to kill me, then what do you think they're really mad about? Being videoed trying to kill someone. Now these are paranoid schizo tactics. Paranoid schizophrenia tactics to try to make me look like a violent paranoid schizo, which I find out is going on since 5 years old. Okay, and that's what's most important. Okay, so this guy's backwards here, and usually the girl with him is backwards as well with her car, which I've gotten 1,000 times on video. Okay, so let's kind of walk out here. Now, one of the things they do is they have someone wait for me in a car, like this guy over here in the Kia, and then they're signaled for me to kind of other people to come out. Okay, so there's two of the grays. There's two of the gray cars. There's a third gray car over there. Three Civics. Then the Versa. Okay, now that girl plays this game like I'm going inside because the crazy guy's out here. But that argument doesn't work. The crazy guy argument doesn't work if they got three fucking gray Civics there and two vans and two cars backwards here and two trucks, black trucks together there. If I'm the crazy guy, I'm the crazy guy for getting it on video, right? It doesn't quite work to someone who's sane and rational. Okay, we're gonna go out and take a walk. We have the two gray Civics here. There's some weirdness. Okay, just the what is this fucking thing called? The I can't remember, SRV, whatever. Those two are similar. They might be the same, CRV or whatever. Okay, we got something weird going on with this car backwards over here. It's a red Civic. Okay, just notice the two cars. One's an Audi. That car backwards, both black, or one's smoke gray black. We have the pickup over here. Again, there was a second pickup over there and two whites in view to my garage. Then we have this guy over here looking stupid. See how they sort of started up when I'm walking by here to sort of try to provoke me. Red Civic, Virginia plates. Let's give them a card. Let's see if they want a card. Okay. Hey, you guys want a card? You guys want a card?
A card?
Yeah, the didn't see kill operations have been going on since I was 5 years old. Check it out.
Okay.
Okay, so obviously he's in a Civic, a red Civic with a Virginia plate, things like that. Okay, the second in the gray Civics, the second Civics. Okay, just notice the gold Camry here. There's probably gonna be groupings of Camrys. Okay, and there could be weird shit going on. Okay, also notice the RAV4 here. Okay, second Camry. Okay, see it. Camry, we're gonna probably see groupings of Camrys. Okay, I think that's a Civic over there and a gray Civic over here. So yeah, they're both gray. So two gray Civics. Here comes another gray Civic, and there was another gray Civic last night or the night before next to this one. Okay, so usually what happens is the guys that saw me started up their engine, were paranoid. Okay, another Camry here. Were paranoid when I knocked on the window. Are texting out to these groups to start following me and come out. Kevin's taking a walk, this and that. But if we see police presence, and we probably will, come down the street, if they're all working together with Scroggins. Now also just know I got a letter from Internal Affairs stating that it's not true. The police saying they refuse to help me, even though Officer Lee's video camera will show it on the date of the call. And Brittany has witnessed it too. Okay, so we're back on the side where I walked out. Originally, to take my walk. Now, first, there's one of the gray Civics. There's a second gray Civic there, probably hard to see. There's a white van in front of this Civic. There's a white van behind this gray Civic, the second gray Civic. There's the Penske moving truck, crooked. Maybe for a reason, maybe just trying to send me messages. And then at the end of the cul-de-sac, where was the red Prius with the people waiting for me, which turned on the car as I walked behind them. Okay. Okay, that's all I need to do out here, and let's go in. Okay, and then here's a video of what's going on in the street. Third van there. Okay, so notice the truck and the gray Civic. Truck and the gray Civic. Crooked Penske truck. They could just be unloading and loading and unloading, but you never know in my life. Two blacks over there. By the way, if I gave that guy a cigarette like an hour ago, he would have fucking harassed me after I gave him the cigarette. Okay, just note that black and white Range Rover that just came out. There's also a gray Eclipse right there, kind of waiting, not going in. Okay, my car is a black Eclipse. Think of the timing too, that's very important. Okay, so we're gonna go out to Hollywood, Santa Monica. Also notice how the two gray Civics, one was here, one was there last night, now they're together. There's probably more Civics. Oh. Okay. Oh, here's one of the Civics people. Is a guy or a girl, doesn't matter. Okay. Either way. Oh. Okay, so you kind of see the Civics. This guy seemed to know to come out at the same time. Okay, now look, check out this. They're not leaving. They're just kind of, hey.
Stop putting your fucking bullshit cards on my car.
Why would I put cards on your car, Jew killer?
I see it all over your fucking car.
Fuck off, Jew killer. Okay, so see how he's trying to pretend that I'm making him try to make me mentally ill? Okay. Okay. There. Okay, so you see how he's pretending that everything's my fault. Okay, I come out, there's 2 Civics, 2 gray Civics, there's actually 4 or 5 gray Civics. And I say stop putting cards on my car, this or that. Because it's all about putting cards on your car that say people are parking cars in patterns trying to make me mentally ill. It's not about you actually trying to make me mentally ill. Okay. Okay. So they're sort of trying to leverage it with the judicial system. You don't talk or we kill you, right? So we're going to do these mental illness tactics. Then it's about passing out cards, cards or whatever that state these people won't leave me alone. Okay. Then he's sort of shining the lights at me. Remember how much video I have of people shining headlights at me or pointing their fucking beams at me or whatever, just waiting with headlights on. The different myriad of kill Kevin tactics. Now he timed that to come out when I came out. That's obvious. I mean, there's no dispute on that. Okay, so let's cruise out to the cigar shop. Gray Lexus here. Okay. Okay, so you can see how they're trying to set me up with the police. Okay, I think we have groupings, a black and a gray truck here, over there. Another Lexus there. There was a white Lexus there last night, where the black Lexus is. I see a Mazda 3 there, Acura there. We might see groupings of Acuras. And then the Mazda 3s, obviously. Okay, so I'm late. It's already 8:30, so I'm at high speed. Okay, so just noticed the Mercedes. Not one Mercedes. I thought there was multiple Mercedes. Okay, so let me just pull aside here. And get all my shit organized. Okay, I'm gonna pump this here for a second. Oh, Jesus. Okay, we might see security guard come out in the very few seconds that I'm sitting here. I just want to explain something. Okay, so notice how I'm videoing what they're doing. Notice how he doesn't want me telling anyone what's being done to my life. Notice how he's coming out in a threatening manner, timing it to bully and thug. You better not talk. That's really the hidden message under that. Then he gets in his car. He doesn't like me videoing the 2 gray cars together, right? Now, he was also working with Brittany Henderson, or not working with, videoing me with Brittany Henderson, trying to get anything to use against me by Brittany witnessing the events, right? Okay. So everything that you're seeing is Kevin's in the right. Now, the only thing that anyone's mad about is that Kevin might talk or tell someone what these groups of people are doing to me, especially the police and judicial system and psychology community. So that's what's most important. Okay, we actually have, it looks like, people kind of coming out. I can't see what kind of cars these are. We have people coming there. I saw a dog walker. Okay, whatever. I got too much shit to do. So let's cruise. And maybe go a little slower and document the car patterns. Okay, just note the RAV4 here. The guy says, I don't want your shit, whatever, this and that. Yeah, he doesn't want me talking to anyone about what's being done to my life. Okay. And all they have to do is stop and leave me the fuck alone. I can't see what those are, but they look similar. Okay, Rogue here. I don't see a lot of the, by the way, it's not raining. It's cold, but it's not raining. The umbrella guy. I don't see a lot of the, a lot of the car patterns. If they are, they're spread and very cryptic right now. Like I said, they're in front of my car right there. There is a... Shit, let's go around the other way. In front of my car there's a black Lexus where the white Lexus was last night. Okay, this big old Lexus truck. Let's see, red Civic, second Lexus right there pulling up. Two pickups here. We'll do a little loopy around here. Now, once again, how the guy in the Civic timed it. Okay, Lexus here. Timed it to me. Lexus here. Okay. Alright, so 4 Lexus. So you're seeing the groupings of Lexuses, and they're all black or dark. Okay, so once again, timed it. To come out because he wanted a confrontation to try to get me to threaten him or something like that. And so many others since 5 years old. So, okay, here's a Lexus here. I don't know if I got this one. Right, so groupings of Lexuses pulling up. Now the Jew killer, I'm gonna just call him a fucking Jew killer, doesn't think that making me mentally ill and killing me is wrong. That's the entire point behind everything that is going on since 5 years old. Okay, I left a cigar in my car, so I'm just gonna go back out and get it. We might see cars pulling out. Now this guy in the VW down here in the garage is definitely associated with the agent from the Warner Center Met here with the groupings of Civics. And a second car, gray car, backwards. We'll walk through the garage on the way back just so I can video to show you. So there's 4 cars. Okay, so one of the white Cherokees, it doesn't move much. Okay, so a gray Honda here backwards. Okay. And then a gray VW backwards here. And then the 2 people. Okay, so these 2 cars, they actually live around here. Right, but they park by my entrance, they park in front of the camera. Okay. There's also a camera there pointing at that car. Okay. And then the second gray. Notice how they're both gray. That's important. Okay, so note now this guy in the VW flipped his car backwards. And then we got these two, the Asian and the Indian guy or whatever live down here that work on me. And the camera, most importantly, the camera over there. Okay, so we're headed out to my therapy appointment. Okay, we have our new magnet mount I put up here last night. Okay, guy just came out here. My guess is he might be, I'm not sure if that's one of the, yeah, it is one of the Civic dudes. Okay. Notice how he's coming out at the same time. Okay, just like a couple nights ago, he's coming out at the same time. He knows when I'm coming out of my place. He's coming out at the same time and leaving. Gray Honda, what's behind me? Is this another Civic? Yeah, okay, this Civic just came out of the Metro Complex. This guy is coming out of the Metro Complex too, leaving in his gray Civic. Remember, there's upwards to 6 to 7 Civics here. 3 or 4 of them are gray. Once again, he's timing it to come out when I leave my house, showing that they know when I leave my house. But how do they know? They know from security cameras, IP cameras. Security IP, obviously there's a camera pointing at my front door porch, and they're watching everything I do, and the feed isn't a security feed, it's being given out to worldwide. Okay, if you understand what's going on. So he knew to come out when, once again, when I came into my car. Okay, so this is just a quick conclusion. What you're seeing here with the mass cryptic schizo idea of reference tactics to try to make me look like a violent paranoid schizo has been going on since 5 years old. I didn't know it. I found out at 29 with Mike Huntley's death threats. You're a dead man. We're using the system against you. Singing World of Paranoia. Have a good life now. You're a monster. Whatever. A whole myriad of things. Quoting lines from Crocodile Dundee. Something about, if we have a problem, we tell Wally. Wally tells the town. No more problems. Showing that he's defaming my name for the 14 years that I knew him, even while I was in different states, to the world on a behind-the-scenes, across the internet systems that they were building with the government in 1994 to have me killed. It starts at 5, and as I get older, notifying small city groups, Kevin's crazy and do these things, and we have to remove him from society. Once again, there's no such crime as being crazy. People say that person's crazy all the time. They're not hunted and killed by the government, police, psychology community. I think that person might be a danger to himself or others. Well, that's why I have a thing called the Constitution. You're a free man until. A free man until. Okay. The point I'm making is that all these people since 5 years old, what you're seeing here on different levels. Jason Baum. In 8th grade, my brother, working with a kid in my high school, Jason Baum, punches me in the stomach. I bullied him. in 8th grade, Brian Weaver kind of sort of bullies a kid named Ryan Hirsch. They both tell the principal, I bullied Ryan Hirsch. Okay? It starts actually before that, but you can see how each of these groups, large groups, Ryan Weaver worked on me for years and years, especially 16 when I started building cars. He copies me. He's working with Pineapple Joe at Hawaii Racing on all these, with my father on all these frame jobs. My father lying to the police, saying I stole $10,000 from him to build engine, all sorts of weird shit. Thing after thing. So what you're seeing is mass mobs mobbing me to death, and everyone all playing victim. Look what, oh poor us, oh poor us. I keep slicing Kevin's throat, I keep stabbing him, I keep chopping off his arms and his legs. He ruined my life because his blood sprayed on me. He ruined his life because he's a public nuisance, because blood fell on the floor and I have to keep cleaning it up. But nowhere in these people's thought process is, if some guy's trying to live his life and larger exponentially growing groups since 5 years old say, we're going to rid that guy of the world, are they ever mad at the actual victim saying, maybe it's wrong to hunt down, torture, and kill someone, especially with people with psychology degrees working with the police and government, whatever. So all these people, Mike Huntley playing victim, oh poor me. Well, Mike Huntley called me. He wanted me to fly back from University of Colorado to start a company with him. I didn't call Mike. My father called me up at the same time. He wanted me to move into his house. Then crying wolf that I'm somehow doing something to him and his Cuban wife Janet. Okay? Thing after thing. My father, hey, I just happen to have office space in my building above me. With some great Ventura Boulevard rent prices that you can't refuse. Kevin's following me. He moved into my office. Well, he's the one that gave me the offer. 5 years later, Kevin, I want you to work at my company. Having Lorena Escobar paid off to pretty much have me killed since I was 16, following me from place to place with Mike Huntley and things like this. Kevin, we want you to do the IT at Golden State Sports Medical. Kevin's trying to take over the company. Kevin thinks he's God. Kevin thinks he's the boss. Kevin won't leave him alone. Well, all I did was set up a computer system for them, and I did a phenomenal fucking job from their ancient NT4 outdated system, turning it into 14 virtual servers and Linux-based mail servers and this and that. And anytime things weren't perfect, everyone followed Kevin from place to place and hunt him down and kill him. But we're not doing anything wrong because we don't have a perfect world where when we send an email off to someone that doesn't exist, it bounces. So it's Kevin's fault, and we have to hunt him and kill him because he thinks he's the boss and he needs to die. Right? Well, the first thing you're going to ask is, how did things go from here to there on each and everything in my life since 5 years old? Okay? Try to put yourself in my position. If you're working at an office and one of the employees isn't happy because their life isn't perfect, and so worldwide groups hunt you down to kill you, and nothing's ever directly said, it's just we don't like, I mean, it can't be said because they're not going to tell you they're going to kill you. That's not normal. And then you go to the police showing that, look, not just Golden State Sports Medical, but every coffee shop, every restaurant, every pool hall, every college, teachers in high school, like Mr. Quigley, telling me to punch Paul Schaefer, a kid's kind of sort of bullying me, and me saying no to try to make it look like I'm a violent paranoid schizo, because teachers don't tell you to punch other students. That was in high school. College professors all contacted, trying to make Kevin look crazy, try to do this, try to do that. The police, going to the police station with video footage and proof, you better not, little cryptic hints, you better not talk. Private investigators working with the police, we refuse to help you, no matter how much video footage they get, and once I make it provable on their own cameras, they get mad and tell me they won't give me the video while stealing my money. And this I'm not talking like one person here. I'm talking literally thousands of coffee shops, thousands of restaurants, hundreds and hundreds of lawyers, hundreds and hundreds of private investigators, almost every person I'm in contact worldwide. Take turns in anger and rage on Kevin Perlman. I don't know you. You're imagining it. Fucking die. Okay? And this also includes most of the psychology community, those that talk about helping people and wanting people to have good lives. It's you do what we say or we kill you. Okay? That has nothing to do with health. Slavery, Nazis trying to kill Jews, has nothing to do with health, the public health department, health systems, health at all. Because all I can tell you is that at 29, which by the way, the courts are trying to leave this out of the Dincy kill operations and cover-up operations. The courts are trying to leave out the fact that not only did they fabricate the charges, but they didn't want anything about me up until 29. Started off at Southern Oregon State College, transferred to University of Colorado, worked for jobs for Universal Studios, worked for Modern Video Film, did 3D animation, visual effects, built cars, taught myself how to build cars at 16. 14 years of IT server builds, hardware, software, .NET programming, Transact SQL programming. Hey, the guy's just a crazy, violent, paranoid schizo that's never been out of his house and thinks differently, according to my father. That's a little fucking strange, doesn't it? Okay, so, leaving the context and the truth out of everything, the point is that the psychology community has a problem with me being healthy because up until 29, I didn't know any of this shit was going on until I was met with Mike Huntley's death threats and observing a planet full of people trying to kill me with unheard of methods called gang stalking, originated from Adolf Hitler, trickling down to KKK, those types of groups. But this is where it really gets freaky. Who's really using these tactics? The United States of America government, police divisions with these network terror cells, violating all privacy, violating your cell phone, violating your internet, creating their own little US KKK groups in the name of justice. But that's not justice. Oh, and it's linked to NSA and FBI operations. So the point I'm making, is that these Nazi tactics to kill Jews or kill minorities are actually being exercised by the NSA, FBI, police divisions, security companies all linked together to torture, try to set people up that they just don't like or trust. Okay, well, without going too far off on a tangent, what personality runs around saying that the inferior race or those that are different need to be watched, aren't trustable, and if I don't trust you and think that you could be a danger to yourself or others with the psychology community, we have the right to execute you. But we're going to do it in a form that doesn't look like execution. We're going to do it in a form that you just went crazy. And when you start talking, we're going to arrest you. And we're going to arrest you and say, well, this guy's sick and he's crazy and he's paranoid. So now we're going to put you in a cage or a padded room. Okay, but you can't look at the end. Okay, first of all, that doesn't justify, once again, being crazy doesn't justify ridding people of the world, because then you're like Adolf Hitler. Because what is crazy? Okay, but back to the point. The point is that these operations aren't about crime. These operations are about, I don't like you. I don't trust you. I think that you might be the next Unabomber. I think that you might hurt yourself. Okay, well, people think all sorts of shit all day and night. And let me tell you, I think a lot of shit about these people. But you don't see me trying to kill these people. The only thing you see me doing is grabbing my camera, going, look, these fuckers won't leave me alone, and this is fucking unacceptable. And then getting lots of blowback, especially by the psychology community. You don't talk and you do what we tell you. Okay, well, wait. I'm not allowed to walk up to you and say, pick my fucking cotton, or I'm going to kill you with these mass groups. Okay, there you go. Now this all starts at 5 years old. This hate, rage, abuse, severe abuse at 5 years old. I didn't even know what was going on. I wasn't connecting the dots, understanding that everything was connected. You have no constitutional rights, Kevin. And if you even say a word about it, you're a fucking dead man. Okay, that starts at 5 years old. My father trying to send me hidden messages by showing me the movie 1977 Wizards by Ralph Bakshi, trying to make it look like I'm crazy and like a violent paranoid schizo. Now, I had no clue any of this was going on until 29, and I really started putting the pieces together around 38. Okay, but the point is that my father was using his secondary psychology degree, and I was born on Merced Air Force Base. What's it called? I don't remember the Air Force Base. 1941 Air Force Base was built in Merced, California. My father was in the Air Force. I was born on that base. You see the relevance. If you've watched the movie Wizards by Ralph Bakshi, you'll understand the Nazi references, me being born on an Air Force base, what my father's trying to do, even this last time getting me in jail and having tons of people tell me that I need to go kill my father and take care of my shit. And me going, fuck you, I'm not a murderer like them. Okay? You get the idea. That these crazy, strange, unheard of events are all connected because they're all so far out of context anyways. Why are people telling me to go kill my father? Why do people keep trying to make me look like I think I'm in the Illuminati? Why do random strangers keep working these weird gun things with me? Like my father putting a bullet hole in his 300E Mercedes. When I'm 16 and telling the world I tried to kill or scare him. Where's it all coming from? Oh, Patty Guggen getting mad at me at 16 because I sketched a picture of Black Wolf. And going... And then I sketched a Grateful Dead picture of a dude, a skull holding a gun, and Patty says, you better not show your father. Why? It's got to come from somewhere. What is it they're mad about? Well, they're mad because they think, if I can get this camera to focus, they're mad because, there we go, they're mad because they thought I knew, actually, quote unquote, from Patty Guggen, we thought you knew what they were doing. But whether I know what they're doing or not is fucking unacceptable. And every day of my life, like you're seeing on video here, not just here at my house, worldwide, every public location, what you're seeing in front of my house here is actually a lot worse, and usually with police or security company presence for leaving my house, which are little secret death threats. You're not allowed out of your cage. Okay, but once again, we come back to the original equation. But why are you mad at me? Because at 29, I had my own company. I went to the gym, cardio in the morning, lifting at night. I played a lot of pool. I was social with people, outgoing. Had friends, not a shitload of friends, but friends. And I was always focused on trying to do things with my life because where my passions lie. And boom, 29, you're a fucking dead man with the government. For what? Did I litter like when I was 10 years old? Was I sitting on a park bench and left the Coke can there? Is that what it's about? Or maybe I chewed with my mouth open at the dinner table when I was 8. But what I can tell you is that my family's using these events, me kissing a black girl at 8 years old at Sice Guys Day Camp, they're then telling the world I'm a white supremacist. Okay? So now you have to sort of put the pieces together. I'm a white supremacist for kissing a black girl, and right before this, my father showed me the movie 1977 Wizards with lots of Nazi references. And the police in my family are running around saying I'm a violent paranoid schizo who's a danger to myself or others, who's never done a fucking thing, and has been docile as can be, and I'm like fucking Gandhi on steroids. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of like leave it at that, but just note, the anger you're seeing from all these people is not because I've done anything wrong, that I have proof of their worldwide, unheard of magnitude crimes to have me hunted and exterminated with psychological warfare tactics developed by Adolf Hitler himself. And I have groups of communities, like Asian communities hunting me, Persian communities hunting me, black communities hunting me, all because I kissed a black girl. Doesn't make any sense. While my father's showing me Wizards from the movie 1977, and all these people lashing out at me in anger and rage is about one thing. You don't talk or we kill you for what you know. But really, since 5 years old, my father with the government decided to have me killed anyways, and everything you're seeing is a murder operation sanctioned by the United States government of America, because if I was crazy, they go, leave the guy fucking alone, he's crazy. Right? There's no crime in being crazy. They don't run around with labels. You're crazy, lock him away. You're crazy, lock him away. You're crazy, lock him away. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. There's crimes. And that's it. You robbed the store. We're going to arrest you. Maybe you are crazy, but you committed a crime. You're arrested for the crime, not being crazy. Okay, crazy is not a crime, and any psychopath with a MD in psychiatry or PhD in psychology run around going, we're going to kill that person because he's crazy, we're going to rid that person of the world because they're crazy, is the same as Adolf Hitler. Okay, and I'll end it there, and that is exactly what you're seeing here. Gang stalking, community harassment groups, mob cause stalking, all being done by an entire planet, over 4 billion people, 100,000 to 1 million attacks per day on the internet, public parking lots worldwide, you name it. And when I go somewhere, groups of people within 10 minutes come in anger and rage, trying to mob and mentally batter me to death, and messages across the internet of people trying to tell me I'm crazy, but while they're trying to tell me I'm crazy, they're doing the mental illness tactics to say while they're saying I'm crazy, showing that they know I'm not crazy. Okay, so anyways, that being said, this is just a tiny taste. A tiny taste. I have endless 25 terabytes video of what you're just seeing there, and physical attacks, death threats, endless things that they don't want coming out. The police are trying to cover up, the government's trying to cover up, and they're trying to turn it all around on me, saying this guy's crazy, he's a violent paranoid schizo, but hey, at 5 years old, they said I was crazy and I need to be hunted and killed and die. Okay? So, all I've done is expose them and start talking about what I was finding out at 29, and that's why they're mad. Nothing else. The rest is fiction, the rest is lies, the rest is them trying to get dirt to use against me, the rest is setup attempts, frame job attempts, one sequentially after the next, for 42 years, from almost every stranger I've ever been in contact with, world fucking wide, and I've proven it 100 million times over. And that's it.